What is up, Boobie Goaters? My name is Erin, and of course I forgot to do an introduction to this video. I've been on the carnivore diet since March 3rd of 2023. I'm about to be coming up on my 2-year carniversary, so that's pretty cool. And today you'll see a lot of homesteading in the beginning, and if you get past my carnivore ice cream and into me beating my eggs, I think there's like some real good value in what I say around the end of this. And you get the updates to the egg fast. I have updates. I weighed myself last night and I weighed myself this morning. So there's gonna be updates to that. So stay tuned, watch the whole thing. I implore you to enjoy. Oh, and updates to that carnivore ice cream that I make that you haven't seen yet. It kind of failed and I forgot to stir it and nobody liked it and I put it in the chicken bucket. All right, so I hope you enjoy.
Mommy, why?
Nice and greasy. That was good. All right, let's see if it's not noisy. I'm gonna treat them, but first I notice all the water is empty, so I'm gonna fill it all up first. That's the old bunny hut right there. Emmett and I brought it down here and we filled it with straw and we thought, well, you know, the chickens might use it, and they did. We're collecting afternoon eggs. I already went out here this morning. I've been fasting. I'm still fasted. I haven't, fasting. It means I didn't eat anything. So I'm gonna be like, I haven't ate anything today. Duh. 2 more eggs in here. 10 eggs so far. Boom. And then Emmett brought out another kitty crate, small animal carrier. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff it. Okay, boom. And check one more spot for eggs. Probably should take these eggs with me. Okay, 11 eggs. Well, not quite a dozen, but almost a dozen. Don't you guys think you deserve a treat? guy is forever over here. Yep. I'm gonna call that good. Emmett scored some sweet boots today. Check them out. Hardly ever worn. They look nice on him. Hi, Rocky. You look sleepy. Ah, are you all better now? Okay. All right, you gotta check out my Goodwill find, okay? It's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna wash this thing until I need to use it. I know Costco has a bunch of those weird thin steaks or whatever, but it's a food dehydrator. And I just looked it up on Amazon. I probably told you before. It was like $249, and I was like, oh yeah, score for 12 bucks, $12.99, and then I had a 30% off coupon today, so I totally used it. Now I gotta make room for it. I put it right here. Look, kitties. Cat's freaking out. There's little kittens right here. I'm litter training them. Oh, my daughter probably needs this. She's into that mushroom coffee. She said it made her feel really weird though. She didn't like the way it made her feel. She was like, it's such a great deal, Mom. You'll drink mushroom coffee. Oh. And I'm like, mushroom coffee? What is this? Honey lavender matcha super latte. It's got like 17 grams of carbs. Only 2 grams of sugar, Mom. What's this one? This one is golden super latte. 17 grams of sugar. I guess if you're keto, this is all you can have with carbs today. I mean, is that how that works? I don't know. Okay, kittens. Toodles. I had to move them. They were on my couch, and they didn't know where the litter box was, if you get my drift. Had to wash it. Had to wash everything. Picked up heavy cream at Costco. I was told the one at Costco was just like heavy cream or less ingredients, but this is the same crap that I've been finding with carrageen and mono and diglycerides and polysorbate. Is that normal for everybody? I just thought when you picked up heavy cream, we said cream, because I don't buy this stuff much because I don't use it, but I'm going to make the kids custard. And it's going to be so totally carnivore. They're going to be like, is this even good? Probably. And they can just put it in their coffee. So yeah, we're going to do the Kilt's, the Dr. Kilt's custard. He calls it carnivore ice cream. It's just custard. We all know this. Let's not say a thing. We're going to be good about it. We're just going to be like, shh, it's just custard. Okay, I need to get something. I'm glad I moved egg cartons around. I found another egg carton with only 2 eggs in it. I do have some cinnamon, but it's questionable cinnamon from McCormick. I don't know if I should do that. Maybe I'll just make it normal with salt, and maybe they'll like it. Or they probably won't. I thought maybe vanilla would be good for it. I can't find my vanilla. Let me pause, and if I can't find it after my pause, well, everybody, I can't find vanilla. I don't know where it is. I moved everything from the bottom. I moved everything in the second shelf. I had vanilla. There's another spot. Hold on. Scarlett made her cookies in a different spot. All right. I can't find it. I think it's, it's a cup of heavy cream to 4 egg yolks. So I think I know I'm going to double it. So I'm going to do 2 cups. Ah! It got me. Cream. No, I'm not making butter in my mixer. I'm going to do this. All right, there's 2 cups of heavy cream. I don't have an ice cream machine thing, but I thought I'd put it in my big bowl. I got it all cleaned out, guys. Look at me. Use a scouring pad. And I'm going to just pour it in here, put it in my deep freeze, and mix it on the hour, every hour for 6 hours. It's like 3 o'clock now. And then after I'm done with that, I thought about making the kids cloud bread tonight. but also I'm hungry, and I don't care if it's like white egg, the white of the egg, and I'll just mix in extra eggs and just make like a thing of just scrambled eggs. I think that sounds good. Bacon grease. Ooh, with cold butter on top. That's what I'm having because I'm hungry. And I have I wrote down some talking points, but I'll do them later. I will definitely be hungry later. I'm always hungry. I'm gonna talk about. But not when I'm fasting. Like if I'm fasting and I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna eat. I'm not gonna eat till I'm hungry. And today I didn't get hungry till 3. I probably could have ate earlier, but just hungry. Hungry now, not hungry then. I was hungry for Goodwill shopping. I kind of wanted to frequent it today because I got this coupon for 30% off. You know how high those places have been lately. And I scored some sweet boots for Emmett, which is cool. He told me he needed more jeans. I got him a pair of jeans. Rocky got some toys because she's good on clothes. And then for now, she does like shopping though. And then I went through, I actually scored some overalls with the mom jean rips in them, like the ones I wore yesterday. And that was something that I'm going to talk about too, about those mom jeans. So that'll be fun to talk about in a little bit. Right now, let's make this ice cream. It's 3 o'clock. See, this probably won't be done till 9. It's almost like making your own, it's like making your own Italian ice. You got to like mix it on the hour every hour until it gets right. Hopefully I'm not too washed out. I turned off the top light. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. So right now I'm just putting all the white of the egg in here and separating the yolks. And the more egg yolks you're willing to use, the better. 1. The more protein it is and the better it tastes. And I got this idea from Retired Rick. Check them out on YouTube. They go live every Wednesday, I think. We'll do 9 yolks. And then I'm going to do, I do have this questionable cinnamon, and I'm going to put it in there. And some salt. Maybe it'll give it flavor, maybe not. The kids might like it. It's questionable because it's already powdered. You want to do your cinnamon not powdered, but it's what I had. I'm not going to turn it into butter. I'm just going to mix it real quick. I made eggnog, guys. And that's how you make eggnog, children. Probably. I'm pouring it into my KitchenAid mixing bowl, which is like my bowl for everything ever. I think like the vanilla would have been a good choice. Ooh, or just like peppermint, but I put too much peppermint in my coffee this morning and it was like really overpowering. It wasn't worth it, so I dumped it. At 4:04, mix it again. And keep mixing. All right, everyone. My daughter is on a smoothie kick. She thinks smoothies are going to make her thin. Good for her. Let's. All right. Placing. That's my oldest. All right, guys. Popped it in the freezer. She also eats these because that's gonna make you thin. She's 18. I can't bother her. Got it in here. I'm gonna 1 hour. So right now I am melting the bacon grease and excuse me while I beat my eggs. Cook it like how Mitch does and then flip it and it's like a cake. No, I won't scramble the eggs. Look at that. Virtually not sticking any egg on my cast iron pan, but using enough bacon fat. Look at that. A lot wider than they should be as eggs, but that's what I used. Think about just melting the butter slowly with it. Why not? Let it be. Flavor my eggs better too. Wow, I thought I was recording. Here we go. Done. What is up, Boobie Goaters? I am starving. I'm going to eat these eggs. You know they're gonna be good. Like, honestly. Hot. Piping hot. And so good. Should let that cool down for a second. Alright. A little thirsty. Okay, so the jeans that I was wearing yesterday, they were my daughter's. Obviously, they were tight, and I had a muffin top, but I could button them. When she gave them to me a month ago before I did the beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge, I could not get them past, if you noticed when I stood up yesterday, maybe I'll screenshot it and put it here if I do. You can see my varicose vein, and on my left leg, it's always a little more swollen. It's swollen than than my right leg, and it was really hard to get those jeans onto my calves. So it was like a huge win for me yesterday to wear them, and I got them past my calves. A month ago, but I couldn't get them up past my hips, and I could not get them to buttoning. So I just took them off, and I was like, these are going to be the jeans I wear when I fit into them, you know? Something to try. And I tried them on yesterday, and I could button them. So it was actually a really big win for me that my legs are not as bulky as they were, not as swollen as they were, and I could put them on. Sure, had a muffin top after, but I mean, I've got a lot of extra skin, especially in my stomach area. Can you imagine from like holding 10 babies and being overweight? So yeah, I got extra skin. I've always had it. You saw my picture from yesterday, my arms. Man, looking at that, I was like, man, I was so weird. All my clothes, because I gained 60 pounds with Veda, with my pregnancy with Veda, that all my clothes did not fit. My husband was like, we gotta eat. You need to eat because you're pregnant. And I'm like, that's not how it goes. And then I was told I couldn't skateboard or bicycle. And I was like, son of a bitch, what am I gonna do? So I walked, but I didn't walk a lot because I didn't want to fall. That was the big thing. They were like, you're gonna fall. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fall. When do I fall all the time? What is this? It was weird, man. Normal in the sense that you fatten up the pregnant lady. I couldn't, like, none of my clothes fit. I remember this. And I was just, it was weird too because the clothes that I wore while pregnant with her, they fit all right. But like after I had her, I didn't account for having extra skin that flopped down. So like your shirts, if they were up here, your skin would be hanging a little bit. And I needed to like get a whole new wardrobe. But at the time, I was like, I gotta buy diapers and stuff. It's my early 20s. I was 21. Those were the days. Anyway, I thought about that yesterday. Oh, and then when I told you guys I went to Target and I picked up some really fun coffee and I want to go back. But anyway, I bought camo pants at Target. And they were originally $70. I got them for $10. They were men's size, 30-inch waist. I put this is where your waist is above your belly button. Pulled them up to that, zip, buttoned. I can fit them. So that to me is like crazy that I could fit a 30 waist. I used to be a 44, bigger than a 44. I could not. Men's pants. My husband, I remember this. We were at Tractor Supply, and they were having this deal. Like it was like 2 for $12 or something on their pants, their work pants. And he was like, "Let's get you a pair so when you're out there and we're working in the farm, you've got some pants that are okay to get dirty and stuff." And I'm like, "Okay." And none of them fit me except size 44 waist. So that's a huge difference from the last time I put on a pair of man pants. So that's pretty cool. 30 inches. Like I must have lost inches during my BBB&E. And I did more weight training. I did more weight training during BBB&E than I did cardio exercises. And that's another thing. I probably with building more bone and muscle. My conclusion for beef, butter, bacon, eggs is that it actually worked for me, even though my scale is a total butthead. I think, yeah, on my notes I wrote the scale is the devil, but I'm doing just eggs now because I need a boost in happiness, and if that works, it works. So last night, you know, from the end of the day, all the food that I ate a lot of eggs. I thought about it. I was like, man, I sat down one meal. It was more than 12 eggs. And this one is a lot of egg whites and 8 eggs. Yeah, 8 or 9 eggs. I said it. I hope I did. But I think it was about 8 eggs. And I weighed 184 pounds last night, fully clothed, in my pajamas, ready to go to bed. This morning, I got up, I went to the potty, and then I stood on the scale, and it said 177. That's a 7-pound difference. I might have paused and did the math. I didn't do the math yet. But man, yeah, from last night and this morning. So that's kind of interesting how much it fluctuated and changed. And then I had another thought. I think I wrote it on the back. Last month, I talked about doing Kelly Hogan's lymphatic massage thing that she showed one day. It was a Saturday. I don't remember what episode of hers it was. If I do go back, and I will share it in the description, probably. Yeah, I'll share it in the description if I can find it. And I wonder, like, I did her lymphatic massage last month. And I felt really good after it. I told you guys about it and how I had to pee right away. And I'm like, oh man, that's so weird. And then after that, I did it maybe a few more times every other week. And then I stopped. And yesterday I told you guys how I had to like pee a lot after eating a ton of eggs. I am holding on to water. And I think it's because I did the lymphatic massage and I didn't continuously do it every week. Because it's the only reason I could hold on to water, because I don't, like, eggs are about as carby as I get, and cheese, but I haven't been doing cheese for a month, so that's like the only thing I could think of that could be different. Maybe I need to go bounce on my trampoline, you know, for like 5 minutes every day. I got a big old trampoline. You've seen it. I think you've seen it. If you're on my Instagram, you've seen it. Because I could do that, and that if I've got a lymph node thing going on where everything just needs to do its thing. And I do drink a lot of water. Like, I am a gallon a day girl. My body's trained. It needs the water. If it doesn't have it, I start hacking, I start coughing, I don't feel good. I need water. And I've been drinking water like a crazy pants for like more than 20 years. I love water. I was a skateboarding kid. I biked everywhere I went. I drank tons of water, lost a ton of weight in my early, when I was like 16 to 18. I met my husband when I was 19, had the baby 21, you know, like, I lived my whole life in like 5 years, guys. I was fat, I lost weight, got married, got fat, had a baby, got fat, all the things. So, done it all, I've lived. Okay, let's see, and then, oh yeah. And so after my egg challenge, what I'm going to do is I plan on just eating 4 eggs, 4 strips of bacon, and 4 burger patties for dinner. And 4 burger patties for dinner, and the 4 eggs, 4 strips of bacon for the breakfast. And that's going to be my thing, and sardine fast on a Friday, and see if that can't just keep me going in another weight loss thing. And if it does it for a month, I'm good. If it does it for 2 months, even awesomer, because then it's working. But I might have to switch it up, like even sardine fast as one of my meals, and then just have this large meal for dinner, which I could probably do as well. I said I could, but I didn't really do it. Instead, I wanted to eat a lot of steak, because sardine fasting for like 2 weeks, like a crazy pants, is silly. But it does work. I'm not going to say it doesn't work, but if you are like me and a former carb addict, which I didn't know as a carb addict, and I didn't know as a carb addict until I actually had carbs after being carnivore for so long, and that messed me up. Like it was one of my carnivore updates, and I was like, I had some biscotti. I even said it too. I was like, I had biscotti, because like that's something that I used to love, was like having coffee or tea and dipping a biscotti in it and eating it. And I couldn't stop myself. I ate like 5 biscottis, so I had to leave, walk away, and no more biscottis. And that's how, like, it was more eye-opening that I'm a carb addict. I can't stop, because I've done I've had gestational diabetes for a large amount of my children, 7, I believe, 7 out of out of the 10, I was gestational diabetic. I was gestational diabetic for only one. I was gestational diabetic the whole time and I knew it. And I just decided to eat healthy then. I just didn't want to prick my finger every day. So instead, when they gave me the weird, nasty, sugary drink to take, I did, but I also did squats the whole time. And some of the ladies thought I was crazy. And I also walked stairs. And guess what? They took my blood and there wasn't high blood sugar spikes. So it worked. But I knew I had gestational diabetes, so I ate like I had gestational diabetes the whole time. I still had an 8-pound, 14-ounce beautiful baby girl known as Eloise Claire, and she's so adorbs. She really is. I wish she should be on the show, but she won't do it because she's like preteen. You know those things? They're awkward. They don't want to do stuff. And they're what are they into saying? Skibbity toilet? Yeah, they're that kind of kid. Yeah. Oh, man. Adorable. I feel really good, guys. That fasting. And then those eggs. Ooh, they're cooled down enough now. Yeah! Well, I'm going to master this. I talked to you about all the things that I really want to talk about today. I don't know if I'm going to talk about anything else. I might. Sometimes I just feel like so hungry at the end of the day, or just drained, or just super tired, that I really look like it to me. I see it, and I'm like, man, she's going to bed after this. This is her day. Thank you for joining me. I think I found a really sweet find, a dehydrator. I can't wait to clean it out. These are like them fancy ones that people make. I think they make yogurt in this and stuff. I've seen it. I think this is the one that the Justin Rhodes has. He's the guy I watched, by the way, that went carnivore to help his, like, he's got some problem with like Lyme disease or something. And then he got like really sick. Yeah, he was the guy I was watching and made fun of. I don't watch him anymore. He creeps me out, actually. Now that they've made a lot of money using YouTube and starting their own like Abundance Plus thing. He's getting kind of creepy. Have you ever watched his shows and notice how the kids, anytime he tries to show love to his children, he's really rough at it, and the kids kind of flinch and want to stay away from him? And I'm like, yeah, unsubscribe. You're creeping me out, dude. Good. It's like a lot of the YouTubers I did watch that I really liked watching, like there's what is it? Roots and Refuge Farm, Jess. I used to love Jess. She was awesome. And then she moved and got like a ton of subscribers. And now she's got a bunch of businesses going on because that's how you make the money here. And then she's kind of not there anymore. She's kind of crazy. She did go carnivore too. And when she went carnivore, it kind of made me stay carnivore. And I was like, all right, bet. I'm just going to be like, totally good carnivore. Because if you know my story, after my parents had their 40th anniversary, and I had a little bit to drink there, and the hard liquor gave me a really bad headache. I decided during that summer just to bring back beer because I kind of liked it, but in the end, my body doesn't like it, and I don't do it. And I'm glad I don't do it anymore. And I'm glad that like, I don't want it. That's the biggest thing. That's the best part about carnivore is I do not want to drink ever. And I just feel better than I did when I was drinking. And I know if you're an alcoholic, you're like, yeah, right. And you're like slugging a beer back watching the show. But honest to goodness, anyone who drinks beer is a freaking alcoholic. And I'm sorry if you think that's terrible, but it's kind of true. If you drink a beer and then you start thinking about, oh, I drink one every night. Yeah, guys, if you can't live a night without having something to help you sleep at night, that's like alcoholism, is it not? I have carnivorisms. I do. I hope that's not too offensive about that. It's just like, I'm just so strongly against it. I've seen what it does to people. I don't have grandparents because of it. They literally drank themselves to death. So I've never met one, and it was really sad because his family, they're almost all gone now too. Like there's my mom and her sister and 2 brothers, and it was a family of 7. So alcoholism kind of rampant. And I'm telling you, man, if I knew about carnivore, I think I'd be preaching it. But, you know, you preach to the wrong choir because nobody wants to listen. If you tell them it's going to, like, help reverse your fatty liver, because it will, they're still probably not going to listen. And if they're really serious about it, drop the beer and drop the other stuff and just eat until you're comfortably stuffed. You will not want to drink, because drinking, I wouldn't eat all day. So when I had a beer, I'd get a good buzz. So that's alcoholism, man. And I'm so glad I don't have it. And I don't have it because of carnivore. And even when back, like, was it Christmas, not last year, but the year before that, when I had just a little bit of peppermint schnapps with my brother Doug, I spit it out. I didn't like the way it tasted, and I didn't like how I felt with it. So that was my big turning point. That was like, man, you know what? That was the last time I had anything to drink. I'm never going to drink again, because I didn't like the way it made me feel, and I feel better on carnivore. And I know a lot of people are like, yeah, right, nothing's ever happened. I don't feel this great. But a lot of us are so grateful, because we were in very dark places, and now that we're not, it's just really awesome healing. And that's what I really like about carnivore diet. And that's why I like to eat eggs in huge amounts, because I'm hungry. I don't know how much I'm gonna eat now because I was chugging the fizzy water. I was gonna cough. Sorry, guys. Now my eggs are cold. Don't you? I just love scrambled eggs piping hot. I'm weird. But this is also good. Ooh, the salt is so nice. All right, Boobie Goaters, let's eat in a little bit. What is up, Boobie Goaters? It is the evening. I'm not hungry, so it's like 8:30 at night, and I'm not eating anything. I got all this laundry to fold. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I'm really tired. I might just go to bed and fold it tomorrow morning. What else? Yeah, that's about it. Have a great night, Boobie Goaters, and see you tomorrow.
You're annoying.
Okay, see you tomorrow.